Hello, goons and goonettes. I have stuff to say. So a lot of you know me as just a beginner music artist. That's wrong. For a long time, I've always been some type of content creator. I had a YouTube channel with a friend and my cousin. Then I had my own solo channel, and now you're watching this new solo channel, MW Nick. In due time, I'll be deleting the old channel as an act to rebrand myself as this guy who talks about video games, music, films, and TV shows. Also a guy who aspires to make music and make movies. So with that said, I'll be talking about all of my projects in mind and coming soon. Starting off with music, a lot of you already know that I've announced an upcoming album called the Butterfly Album. I said before that I'm shooting for a winter release. I don't think that's possible anymore. This album has been in production since June, and then the first single coming out in Dawn in the Days in October. As you can tell, this album has been taking some time. I'm still writing a lot of the lyrics, then I go back and then I do a lot of rewriting. It's just that the story is both a fictional story and my life story in some way or another. So there's a lot of planning that needs to go into this, especially when I'm trying to create this kind of universe for the story in the album. Plus the instrumentals of each song is a struggle to make them to sound the way I want them to. So that's also another thing. Which leads to what I have to do next, which is not showing the percentages on my website that I have. I've already posted the track list as I determine the themes of each song and the album as a whole, though I won't be showing the percentages anymore as they feel like fake numbers to me and that I'm lying to myself of how complete they are. Instead, there will be a percentage for the whole album, like artwork and all the tracks together. With that said, here's a small video to show where the album is at right now. Yes, even though it has been a struggle to make, I can confirm that the album is at 50% of completion. Some artwork still needs to be finished, and of course some tracks still need to be finished. But other than that, the release date I'll now be shooting for is just in 2020 in general. I'm not gonna say which season, like spring, summer, fall. I'm just trying to not lie to myself that I can get it done before I say a release date. I don't want to do that. The next single was going to be released before the end of the year, 2020, but it doesn't seem possible for me anymore. I even said to some that No Heroes, one of the songs on the album, was going to be the next single, but that may not be possible anymore either. But it could still be No Heroes or a different song from the album. It'll be a surprise. But with all that said, that's enough about the Butterfly album. I'm releasing a standalone song in the next month, in the month of January 2021. And here's a preview of it if you haven't seen it yet, as I've already posted it to my Instagram and TikTok on Thursday.
Then they shiver down my spine. I'll overdose on your love now. Up until cloud nine. You're pretty with your messy bun and glasses. Let's get to that mistletoe, then play in the snow.
One last thing is that I have a cover of Bad Guy by Billie Eilish in the works. It's a rock cover, there's guitars and crunchy riffs, that type of rock. And an idea sparked in my head, and I'm making some changes to what I've had. probably already heard of it. And on my Instagram, it was just like a minute long. It's just an instrumental, no lyrics. But I had a couple ideas sparked in mind, and I just want to get it finished in some way or another. But yeah, that's all for music. Next, what I have to say is that there will be other types of videos on this channel. And what type of videos I'm talking about are reviews. I've always been the type of guy to review games, movies, and TV shows as a critic instead of as a regular moviegoer. I'm not a professional movie critic, but I try to be. With that said, I'll be making videos on different games I played and different films and shows I watch. Next week, I'll be uploading a video of my top 10 video games I played this year and giving them like a small review, no spoilers for any of them, just a chill video, just discussing the games I played and replayed in the year of 2020. Then later down the line will be more on deeper analysis on different media I played or watched, especially with like some of the games on that list. And that's all I have to say about reviews. Now this section of the video is more of ideas in my head or stuff that aren't exactly in production, but I allow myself to talk about. Again, I aspire to make music, so I've been writing just scripts for myself, what could be a skit, what could be a parody, what could be a short film. And there's this there have been one skit I have confirmed, which is pizza delivery. And I'll be honest, I haven't written anything for it for about 2 months-ish now. Though I will be getting back to it when I have more focus on it instead of the Butterfly album. Plus the pandemic has stopped me from getting people to be a part of it, so that's nice. Then there's a short film I'm sort of still planning, which is called Cycle, a story of relationships in the modern day, which isn't really a topic. It isn't really explored much from what I've seen. I don't know what you guys have watched, but it's something I want to explore myself as I've researched myself and what teens or young adults have to go through, especially with love. It's an interesting story that I want to explore for myself. Then there's a parody I began writing, which I won't say what it is yet, but I'm really excited about it. I like how it's coming together for me. And with my aspiration to make films out of the way, I also want to do gaming videos on this channel, but they may not come for a while, maybe until like late 2021. I don't really have a lot of the equipment to actually make gameplay videos. With that said, it will just be games to replay for myself and some new ones for audience-wise. And that's all I have in my head for right now. So now you know what's happening in the future. I've had this brand in the works for about 1.5 years now, and I'm glad that I'm finally starting to make it. I'm also glad that I have people to help me make it and give it a name. One of my best friends is my assistant producer who was helping me make the album. I also got good friends who are artists to help design artwork for the album and its merch. So thanks to those goons and goonette, and thanks to you who is watching this and probably intrigued by what I have planned for this. I'll never know for sure if you're intrigued or not, but I appreciate shares if you're willing to do that. Remember that I have my solo.to link page in the description for you guys to check out like my music artist pages and website, which I've mentioned earlier. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and I hope you had a good holiday and have a good new year.